My introduction to being a musician was very simple. My father, well, I had wonderful parents. I had a wonderful mother, a loving, dear mother, whom I treasure. My father was rather strict, and I didn't love him as much, I can assure you of that. But he loved education, and he wanted absolutely for all of us to be college educated. And when we were young, and when I say young, this was probably when we were going to elementary school. He says, I want to give you all musical instruments. And so he said, you can have your choice. I'm not sure how I ended up with the clarinet. I think it was that my brother picked up the clarinet and he showed no aptitude at all. So I said, here, let me try that thing. And I tried it, and I showed more aptitude. Of course, I didn't know what I was doing, but I showed at least more aptitude with it. And then I started to play, and I became very fascinated with the instrument. My brother and my sister, they were not that interested. My brother Donald played the tenor sax, and he played very well. He enjoyed playing, same as I. But I wanted to get good teachers, and as I said before, I went to New York and I found good teachers, and I'm so happy. Music is such a close and dear part to my life. I can't imagine what I would do without it. I can remember the first time I heard Igor Stravinsky. I was at the New York Library, and I had recordings and earphones, and I went with a friend of mine, George Muller, and I picked up I think it was The Rite of Spring, and I put it on, and oh my God, when I heard this music, I said, George, you have to hear this. This is remarkable. And yet, when people heard it for the first time in Paris, they threw tomatoes at him, and that one Frenchman urinated on the next to the musicians, and it was just a terrible response. But for me, I understood it clearly and simply, and was thrilled by it. And I've been thrilled by music. I guess if someone were to ask me, who do you like? I probably would say, I like every music that has been distinguished in the history of art, of the history of music. I like all of them. I like Bach. I like Mozart. Of course, I love Mozart. I love all the romantic composers. I love Stravinsky. I can't say I like Aaron Copland a whole lot, but I love them, all of them. And I love all the jazz musicians as well, all the way back from Louis Armstrong forward to Lester Young to the names won't come to my mind, but of course Charlie Parker and Miles Davis and his Oscar Peterson and Kenny Barron and Phil Woods, and of course Stan Getz. I absolutely think is a remarkably good jazz musician, and so music has just been one of the great passions of my life, and thank God.